Good afternoon to all. In today's forum talk, we are going to be talking about biotechnology, a complete walkthrough. So biotechnology by definition is the use of living organisms themselves to make technological advances and adapt those technologies in various fields. Biotechnology are divided into four major categories. The first one being white biotechnology, also known as industrial biotech. The second one is green biotechnology, also known as agriculture biotechnology. The third one is red biotechnology, also known as healthcare biotechnology. And lastly, blue biotechnology, also known as aquatic biotechnology. So today we have four panel with us, including myself. Allow us to introduce ourselves. My name is Siti KHADIJAH binti KIRAMAN.
I'm Clement Kong Hong Wing.
I'm Hausimi. I'm NURAIN binti ZAINUDIN.
And in this forum, we are going to talk about the opportunities and challenges in biotechnology. So first thing first, Clement and I are going to talk about the opportunities firsthand.
Alright, thank you, Khadijah, for briefing just now. Here, I'm going to talk about the opportunities from in aquaculture biotechnology. So, aquaculture biotechnology has played a major role in fish feed biotechnology. Through biotechnology in fish feed industry, we are able to produce alternative plant-based protein source, which is a solution of the phosphorus contamination issue, which contributed by the normal fish feed, which is a byproduct of fish processing. Next, biotechnology is also used in the bioremediation of the water source that contribute towards the living environment or the habitat of the aquatic organisms. For instance, an eco-friendly bacteria or probiotics, which is the product of biotechnology, may be used to treat polluted water source or to maintain the suitable living environment of the aquatic organism. Lastly, a transgenic fish is also a result of biotechnology in the aquaculture field in order to improve the genetic traits of the fish, such as shorter growth phase, resistant to disease, and tolerant to freezing temperatures. By using different transgenic techniques, a transgenic tilapia is also an example of biotechnology product which has its growth rate enhanced and it has no abnormalities. Moreover, it has the potential for exploitation as biofactories in the production of valuable pharmaceutical products. That's it for me. I'll pass this to Khadija. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Clement. So I'm going to be talking about food industry in biotechnology. So biotechnology offers method to produce new plants and animal. Take a look at genetically modified organism, also known as GMO, a method where we can alter or manipulate organism characteristic to produce something that is beneficial to us. For an instance, plants such as wheat will have higher yield or pig that is environmentally friendly. Looking at another perspective, a sustainable way of producing products such as fermented products like alcohol, cheese, soy, and so much more. Enzyme can be used to make cheese and yeast to make bread. Biotechnology can help solve the food security issues that will definitely help third world country that has been struggling with the consistent supply of foods for nutrients and growth. So biotechnology also help in the protection of the environment where scientists have made some foods such as papayas and potatoes that are more resistant to diseases. So in food biotechnology, we are making use the traditional ways of producing something and make it sustainable and efficient. Not to forget, we also play important roles in creating much better organism for the purpose of better quality product. So that is all from me and Clement. Did any of you have any question to ask us?
I have one question for Khadijah. Could you briefly explain the process in creating a genetically modified organism by using an example from what you have mentioned just now?
Okay, thank you, Zingy. So for my Example, I'm going to use plant GMO. So in plant GMO, there are 5 major steps. So to make a GMO plant lah. So the first one is DNA isolation, where DNA is extracted from the organism that has the desired trait, the trait that we want. In this case, we want a plant with higher yield. So next is the cloning the gene. So we already found the desired gene. So it is located and it is copied. So next is the designing the gene, where the gene is inserted into a single plant cell and using a transformation method. So from that gene, we make it grow from the one cell to more. So next is transformation and tissue culture, where we let the cell multiplies and grows a new plant that contains the transgene in all of its cells. And lastly, through backcross breeding, the transgenic plant is crossed with a plant from a high-yielding line. So the resulting hybrids are genetically modified plants that can enter the marketplace. Another example other than a plant with higher yield is also known as golden rice, where the rice itself is actually just a normal rice but with higher percentage of vitamin A. This is usually targeted to people that are malnourished, basically in rural areas. So that is all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Khadijah.
I have one question to ask to Clement. Can you give an example about pharmaceutical product from this transgenic fish?
All right. So as for the example of pharmaceutical product from this transgenic tilapia, I will say human clothing factor 7. This human clothing factor 7 is used in the liver transplant and for the purpose of treating injuries. Other than that, it is also one of the proteins that cause blood to clot in the coagulation cascade. That's it for me. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Professor.
Now I are going to talk about the challenges in biotechnology. Okay, so I will start first, focusing in medical biotechnology. The extraordinary revolution in biotechnology has created new possibilities for curing disease and manipulating our genetic heritage. It is easy to see how biotechnology can be used for medicinal purpose, but it has also created numerous challenges that need close attention. In other words, a huge risk of medical biotechnology is its impact during clinical trials. Because it's such new tech, people can and have gotten hurt and even died during trials of the technology. Because of this risk, extensive research should be performed before even thinking of introducing tech to human subjects, and those who are participating in a trial should be extremely aware of any and all possibilities. Unfortunately, the paradox is that many times people who are sick are willing to try new things for the chance to get cured. This means researchers and doctors have a huge ethical responsibility to truly outline for a patient what the cost may be and respect their ultimate decision. While medical biotechnology has huge potential to make medicine more efficient and easier, what's the cost? This technology is often hugely expensive compared to traditional treatments. There's an ongoing give and take about finding new medical advancements and the cost it takes to do research and then market the findings for purchase. There's also the concern that high cost of tech treatment can exclude an entire class of people from being able to utilize them. This is also a huge give and take, with science and medicine having a responsibility to help all the patients, not just those who are wealthy enough to buy the best care. Any way you look at it, there are a number of concerns when it comes to medical biotechnology, and as we continue to make advancements, this ethical consideration will have to be made. That's it for me. I will pass this to Ayn.
Thank you, Zilin. I focus to agriculture. Agriculture biotechnology in developed country has a potential to play a major role in the meeting rising food demand and increasing income while protecting the environment to the further generation. But this opportunity remains silent since biotechnology public acceptance is a major challenge. This is because general public does not have the best understanding of biotechnology, and there is a poor knowledge of biotechnology product. As an example of encouraging biotechnology without existing product, the biotechnology groups provide benefit for farmer to meet production requirement. The biotechnology group, uh, the farmer need to adapt to climate change and need to spend more on technology while studying how to make the best use of technology to develop the business. That's all from us for challenges in biotechnology. Any of you has question to us?
I have question to ask to Zini. So you're talking about healthcare biotechnology, right? So considering the risk of publishing medical biotechnology product, is there a way of precaution taken before the product vaccine, for example, can be released in the market?
Okay, that's the vaccine you mentioned just now as an example. Okay, before a vaccine is released in the market, the vaccines will go through a three-stage clinical trial process before they are sent to regulatory agencies for approval, which can be a lengthy process itself. So during phase 1, small groups of people receive the trial vaccine. In phase 2, the clinical study is expanded and vaccine is given to people who have characteristics such as age and physical health similar to those for whom the new vaccine is intended. In phase 3, the vaccine is given to thousands of people and tested for efficacy and safety. Many vaccines undergo phase 4 formal ongoing studies after the vaccine is approved and licensed. And so the vaccine is ready to be released in the market. Okay.
Thank you for answering that question, Zini.
Right. As for me, I have one question to ask Hein. So, as you said, that the opportunity of biotechnology in agriculture field still remains silent in developing countries. So, I want to ask that, is there any solution used by the community in order to overcome this issue?
Thank you for the question. How the developed country overcome the issue? The scientist community is better organized than it has been before and better able to communicate with the media, so that from that the people know what is the technology. That's all for my answer. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for answering, Hein.
Alright, thank you for all. So this has been a very informative talk. We have seen the opportunities in biotechnology in the aspect of aquaculture and food industry, but at the same time we also see the challenges in healthcare and also agriculture. So I would like to thank to our panels for joining us today. It has been a pleasure to spend time with you all. So that is all for today. Once again, thank you and have a nice day. Farewell.
Thank you.
Thank you.